going? Welcome back to another episode of Maul Paints. I know it's been a minute, but we're going to dive right in here, get into some good paints. It's going to be something real simple. Something I really got to address first, though. I know I've been hearing about some of you talking about my teeth, and I just want you to know something. The only reason that they look like this is because Mother Talzin didn't have enough to pay for my braces. Okay, let's get back into this painting. So, got a new lightsaber. I think you're going to like it. You like that? So we're going to start. I think I'm just going to go into just this little bit of blue here. Don't really like to use this too much, but you know, changing things up. Figure first day back, you know, what the heck. So just gonna make little crisscross strokes. That's right. And I'm just gonna do kind of like a little whatever kind of scene. I'm gonna throw some Prussian blue in the corners here, maybe on the bottom, but for now, we'll just kind of put a little sky in. You know, it's nothing too crazy. Just, you know, the whole typical whatever. Not gonna really look for too much detail at this point. I'll throw a few clouds up there eventually. Maybe we'll do a little water on the bottom. We'll just bring that. Gotta make those noises or it doesn't work. Go on the other side as well. Straight inside, it's just real light blue. I guess I'll probably cover this up with some grass, maybe a mountain or something. Kind of get back into the top here. Alrighty. Just gonna kind of blend that bottom part out. Okay. Now, go into a little bit of this. I'm gonna take my little 1-inch brush here. I'm going just a touch of Prussian blue. You know, just a little bit. That's enough, I think. Then I'm gonna darken just these corner areas and brings your eye to the middle. Apparently, it's supposed to work. So, I'm gonna kind of bring the tops, corners. And same thing with the water. In fact, you know, I think I'm gonna make the water a little darker. So we'll kind of bring that down. Haven't really figured out where my bright spot's gonna be yet, so I think for now is just kind of getting some water on the canvas just to see what's gonna happen here. Okay. Okay, so back to that blue I was talking about. I'll just kind of a little bit darker on the corners. If I can get it darker in the corners. There it is. All right. Just had to use a little more than I wanted to the first time. And now, you're not going to believe what I have in store for you. Check this out. Oh! So, we're going to blend. We got two brushes here that are totally dry, and this is going to be how I blend everything. So we're just going to kind of, maybe we'll just start by blending out those marks with this one. And then we'll just come right into this one here. Just taking those brush strokes out. Let's take a look. All right, let's do it. All right, it's cool. Okay, let's go into this. Make kind of a mountain scene here. I said I was going to do some clouds. I want to do a couple clouds right quick, and then we'll get into our mountain scene. Like I said, first day back after some time, so we'll just kind of see what we can do. So I'm just gonna grab a bunch of this white here. And just a touch of this red. To give it like a pinkish kind of color, and then just make a few circles. Nothing too crazy. A lot of this is going to be mountain anyway, so. Probably gonna have a mountain come over here, so I'm just gonna leave these clouds right over there or something. Now I need a nice dry brush, so I'm gonna do my favorite part and beat the sip out of it. All right, okay. I'm gonna take, now that it's dry, I'm just gonna kind of blend out the bottoms of them. Just take a touch of white, just to line the top. And then we'll just kind of lift up real light. Okay. And then taking our groovy double-sided brush and lightly brush everything out. Okay. Now, jump into that mountain situation I wanted to get into. I think I'm just going to use straight black, maybe a little bit of this brown color, and even a touch of that Prussian blue. And we'll make one big mountain scene. I'll figure it out. Okay, whatever. Maybe we'll just do it right about. And we'll have it come up like here and kind of come down and kind of come down. Maybe this one will come over here and kind of goes like that. And then it comes up there like that. And who knows, you know? And then this one comes down in there. And just kind of, just making the edge of the mountainous mountains. All right. Now I'm gonna take this 2-inch brush right here, and I'm gonna pull where I want this mountain to be at. So you do a couple different ways, but the way I'm gonna do it is just kind of my original way, is just pulling it down, just to kind of make where the peaks are gonna be. And I think this is a nice simple way to figure out where my things like the shadow. Okay, anyway, so we'll just kind of, I'm gonna make this peak back here kind of further back. So I'm gonna start by pulling this down here, and I'm gonna make this one first, and I'll pull this mountain in front, and it'll bring everything forward or back or whatever. Okay, so kind of go this way like this, and then maybe this one comes down here. Maybe this one will be the furthest back, way back here. Maybe we'll bring that down like that. This one will kind of come down. We'll pull this one down like that. And then just by, see how it looks like, see it looks like that mountain comes in front. If I just change this here, and just like that, got a mountain right in front of the other one. So that'll be pushed back enough, and so blend all this out. Not looking for any big details at the moment, you know, just whatever, stuff, things, and we'll have it go from there. So for now, I think I'm just gonna do kind of a snowy mountain. I know the rocks are neat. I know somebody's gonna be like, hey, can you do the snow mountains? Well, I am. That's why I'm doing this one. So take just a touch of blue here. touch of blue. Yeah, never mind. All right. That's a little too much. See what we got. All right, so I'm going to start with further back is going to be a little bit lighter. Is it lighter or is it lighter back? Darker forward on the black. So I think it's further back is going to be a little bit lighter. So, and if not, we'll just see what happens. So I'm kind of just play here with some colors because I'm going to play here with this. I'm going to use a smaller knife for this part. Okay. Just gonna real far back, shouldn't be as bright. For something like that, I don't really know how any of that stuff works, but we'll see. Maybe something simple like this, just to get some detail. Now, take the big blue here, big blue, and I'll kind of bring this straight down like it's like a big drop off. Kind of jiggle the knife and bring her down. A little bit more white. Just kind of start making a little snowy waves. Not really putting any pressure on the knife, trying to make it look like a glistening type snow thing. I mixed a little bit of black in there with it, but I think it'll be okay. Maybe I'll have one kind of come up like a. Need some more here. Maybe have one peak that kind of shoots up right here that you didn't really see before. Okay, take a step back and see what I got. All right, now we're going to go into some dark color. Maybe this Prussian blue, some white. And this will be our shadow side. Let's see what we got. Oh gosh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. This is just going to accent the side of the mountain here. You'll have to change it. And you can keep changing these however way you want. Once I get done with the mountain, where it looks like I'm gonna start adding little spots here and there, little peaks if you want. Yeah, I know that made no sense, but that's fine. Whatever. I'm just gonna go ahead. Maybe that'll be a big drop off. Maybe this one will kind of come down and see, just something simple as bringing that down pushes that little spot there back, which means we should probably make this spot here a little bit darker. So it kind of breaks up the difference between the two. Now we'll go back into this one. There we go. And same thing, you know what I'll do? I'll make a little peak here just to kind of break up this spot. Then back to this blue, bring it down. Same thing, this here. Maybe that kind of stops there, and then maybe this will push that back a little bit. The bottom of the mount I'm not really too worried about because I'm just going to make it mist anyway, and it's a pretty simple way to do it, but I'll lighten this up just a little bit. Just make a couple little, you know, who knows where if there's little spots here and there where the light isn't getting to. So clearly to answer my own question from earlier, the light's coming from this side. Clearly. Because that's, you know, that's what yeah, never mind. Just don't listen to me. All right. It's been a minute, so just bear with me, okay? I'm kind of getting back into this whole flim flam. And I want to extend this mountain down, something like that. Let me see. Yeah, it looks all right. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it, but we'll see what happens. Maybe do just little things here and there. Put a little. I really should have grabbed more white, but I didn't because I'm stingy and I don't want to use it all. I want to do and put something, maybe crisp up these edges like that. Well, I gotta quit doing certain things here because every time I mess something up or I do something that I think is wrong, it ends up being the spot somebody actually really likes, and I look like an idiot because I thought it looked stupid. It ends up looking quite nice. Maybe we'll do, I don't want to spend too much time on this mountain here, so maybe we'll go just a little bit, kind of bring this straight down like that, because that's going to make it look like this drops off like a cliff. And I just, okay, grab the blue, shadow up this side. Okay, now we'll mist it up. I don't even know what that means, but actually I could probably use a different type of brush here. Actually, no, I'm just gonna stick with this 2-inch. I feel like that's the best to do. Hang on a second. Okay. And of course, I'm using my odorless thinner here. I know it takes a while to make sure the thing's thing, and then, yeah. And I'll tell you what, one does not simply beat the Sith out of it. But when I do it simply. I know that was so cheesy, but I had to say it. What? You. Well, you can do it better. You should come up here and do it. All right. Mist. Hardy, hard. Okay. So, misting up this big situation. You know, either go back with the thing or just tap. And I'm going to show you both ways. So I'm just going to, just to give the illusion of mist at the bottom of the mountain here, we're just going to tap this same color right into it. And then you're gonna be like, where did the mountain go? Man, I don't know. I don't know where you know, it's probably somewhere in the mist here. Where's the mountain? Right in the mist area. And then we're just gonna kind of tap this in place like that. Give it a light little whisk, wisp, whatever. Your life. And we'll kind of smooth that out in the bottom there, and then boom, just like that. It looks like mist. Oh, it doesn't. It looks stupid. Hang on a second. I gotta go. Now, it's time for some big tree situation. Here it is. take this fan brush, and I think I'm going to use the Prussian blue, or is it going to be the lighter blue? It's usually the further away. So I'll use, I'll start with this lighter blue here, and I'll make distant trees that have really no I was going to say purpose, but that doesn't make any sense. They have no definition. Is that right? Definition? Okay. So we're just gonna take this brush and I'm just gonna push in and just straight down, just like that. Just watch. Yeah, it's gonna go in. Just where these trees, whatever variety of trees that you would choose. These are just gonna be real light, and there's gonna be no. And the lighter they get, the further away they are. And the darker they are. See, just the difference here between here and here. So run out of paint. That looks further away. These look closer. You better be okay with it. And I don't gotta be any. Maybe there's one that maybe one kind of comes up there. Hi, how are you? And then this one will kind of come down like this, and do a thing, and this whole little flim flam. As you've probably gathered, I don't really prepare for these paintings at all. I just kind of do it on the fly here. But it was cool. Some people like it. Some don't. And sit here and talk to myself. Now, I'm gonna mist this up again. Make sure that this is clean. Okay. Make sure that's dry, and then it's gonna kind of mist these trees up here. Now I'm going to bring one more set of trees in closer to make it look darker, and then maybe put some water in our shoreline, and we'll be good to go. Sorry with the hands. What am I doing again? Ha! Sorry. Now, we go into that Prussian blue and darker trees. And maybe some of these will have some detail, like maybe I'll make one or two of these kind of have a little, maybe one out here, maybe it'll have a little bit of, and just nothing crazy. Maybe I'll just do that for a bunch of them. Really want to darken this up a little bit so I'm going to start running out of paint. And I think what I'm going to do, like I've done some of the other ones, I'm just going to I'm going to bring these down further, and I'll make it right into the water line and make it a reflection. And that'll end up being kind of cool. So we'll do just kind of the same thing I did with these background trees. I'll do here. Same thing over here. And just for a few, like I said, a few I'll make some branches and whatever onto them, but for the most part I'm going to bring these straight down and we'll make a neat little water line, and that'll pretty much be it. Okay, so like I said, some of these maybe put, you know, maybe you can pick out some of them. I'm just taking the corner of the brush with a bunch of paint on it and just kind of making little, I'm not gonna call it crisscross strokes or anything, but just kind of like Z shapes, I guess. A little more close up here. Maybe a couple over here, just so it doesn't seem like they're out of place. Okay, now is kind of my favorite part. We will just take the 2-inch brush, pull straight down, and we're gonna have a sweet little water line. Some of this though, you bring some of it down further, like here, where you think the trees are closer. Maybe here, and here. Okay, now I'm just gonna take 2-inch, stop rolling. It was rolling, and I didn't like it. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this 2-inch brush and just pull straight down wherever you think the shoreline's gonna be. I think it's gonna be maybe right here, and just gonna pull straight down. And I'll kind of go slightly go back and forth. You got a nice little water line. Take the white here. Since it's gonna be a little bit darker, we can just kind of make little, wherever you think the water's gonna be sitting at. One thing I want to do just right before I log off here, just kind of want to show you a little trick just to kind of give the, because right now it looks like the trees are coming right out of the water. So I'm going to take just a little bit of the white that I have left, and we're just going to make little upward, just to kind of show that there's a little bit of grass here and there. Maybe there's some little patches of frozen grass or whatever. Frozen grass, I don't know what that is, but let me take a step back and see what I got here. I don't know. I think it looks okay. If not, you know, whatever. Yeah, so I think for first time back, happy about this for the most part. I hope you guys liked it. Now that you've watched the entire thing, if you don't want to watch it, you don't want to watch this again without the commentary or anything, you can go to Maul Paint's TikTok, and we usually put maybe like a 30-second real time, or I don't know what's it called. Fast forwards at 30 seconds, you can just watch it that way if you don't want to watch me. Anyway, thanks for watching, and let the hate flow through you.